Jai Shri Gurudev. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. By Madam Mary Curie. With this wonderful quote, a very warm and a cheerful morning to my respected teachers and all my dear friends. I, Varunavi V Kumbar of Class 8I, would take my privilege to brief everybody present here with my science idea. I have taken this idea as the part of the agriculture category. Farmers produce various crops season after season. In many places, the purchaser of these products does not offer correct evaluation of the produce the farmer wants to sell. So, this causes a problem for the farmer as he goes in loss after selling the products at low costs than what he actually deserves to get. This problem is faced by 42% of the farmers in our country as they have to run a house with less money. To solve this major problem, I thought of creating a mobile application that allows the farmers to sell their products to an appropriate and a prompt buyer based on their ratings. I also brainstormed with my parents about this app. I have not yet built the app completely, but I have made the screens of the app using MS Paint, which I will be showing in the further slides. I have named it as Vyapar. Vyapar means marketing. Hence, with Vyapar, I want to decrease the amount of farmers going in loss. Now, I'll be explaining about the features of Vyapar. It is a very easily usable app that uses authentication mechanism of using mobile numbers. The app should allow the farmers to select different buyers by their names. The app should also provide the buyer ratings in a very understandable and an easy format using stars. It should also allow the farmers to rate the buyer by asking some needed questions. Rating of each buyer will be maintained as the farmer can sell the products based on the number of stars highlighted. This is the architecture of my application. Here we can use any of the cloud platforms mentioned to store data. The cloud platforms could be Amazon Web Services, which is commonly known as AWS, or Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud. It works like as soon as he opens the app, he should be able to see the screen, or he has to register in the app first. If already registered, then he will receive the buyer selection data. These three screens depict that there are three multiple farmers using the app at once. If the buyer purchases from the farmer, then the farmer can provide the rating. Once he provides the new rating, it will be stored in the backend databases and updated for all the users after taking the average value of the ratings provided by these farmers. So this is how Vyapar's architecture is, and this is how it will work. Next, we will be learning about the method to be followed to run this app. This is how the initial screen of Vyapar will look as soon as the application is launched. This is the next screen that tells us about the registration process. Vyapar follows one-time registration process. The farmer has to provide the mobile number and then click on the submit button. Then he will receive a 4-digit OTP which he has to enter in time and then click on the submit button. So this is how a farmer can do the registration. This is the next screen that appears once the registration is done and allows us to select a buyer. There will be a list of all the potential buyers. Basically, it will show top 100 buyers. The farmer can select any of the buyer displayed by Vyapar. He has to double tap on a buyer to see the next screen along with his ratings. This screen shows the rating of the buyer chosen by the farmer. This screen will show the details along with the photo of the buyer and his ratings in the form of stars. The scale of rating is from 1 to 5 stars. The farmer can avoid selling his product to a buyer whose rating is below 3.5 or 3 stars. As I told even before, the farmer can see the ratings of the buyer as well as rate a buyer by answering a set of questions. To do so, he has to select the provide rating button on which I showed before on the screen. Then he will be asked a set of questions like whether the buyer is offering honest price, whether the buyer has ISI marked weighing scales or instruments, how was the overall experience of the farmer about the sale he did with the buyer. All of the ratings will be added to calculate the consolidated rating for the buyer. Equipped with this app, the farmers have better choices of buyers so that they can get the proper revenue for their produce that they deserve to get. This app also makes sure that buyers act responsibly and provide correct and deserved valuations for the farmers' produce. In future, I want to make some enhancements to this app such as Vyapar should be available in different local languages so that it is easier for the farmer in opening, registering, etc. Few more questions can be added for giving a better rating. Ratings will also be shown crop by crop in the form of highlighted stars. The app will be restricted in such a way that once the sale is done, then only the farmer can rate so that false rating is avoided. Thank you.